Hey y'all, so a little while ago a viewer asked me to give my thoughts on the new Smith Wesson M&P 9 M2.0 metal. So let's get into it. Now before I get into the video, I want to say if you like this content, subs, shares, comments, likes, all that stuff really helps me out, helps me fight the algorithm, doesn't cost anything, and I really appreciate it. Also, if you do want to spend money, down below there's coupon codes of the companies that help me out. They give coupon codes for my viewers, so if you're interested, check them out, and thanks for the support. So moving on, so we're talking about the M&P 9 M2.0 metal. Quite a mouthful, but I have a feeling there's probably a condensed version of that, but I'm just going off of their website and everything. In short, it's basically they're making a metal frame of their M&P series. The M&P series has been around for a while. This particular iteration has had polymer frames. I bought years ago. I had about 10 years ago. I had an M&P 45. It was okay. I wasn't a super big fan of it. The trigger was kind of mushy. I'm just not a big fan of polymer guns, and I ended up selling it. But the series itself, a lot of people like it. A lot of people, they're fairly reliable guns. It's good quality handgun. But, if you're not a polymer fan, it just probably wouldn't be for you. Now what they're doing is they're doing aluminum frame. At least they're starting with their M&P 9, which is a logical start. That's probably the most popular one they sell. Because people don't know they make a 10 yet. By the way, they make a 10 in the M&P series if you don't know, because it's better than 9. But basically what they're doing is they're doing it with a T6 aluminum frame on their M&P series, which is something I'm really interested in because, again, I'm not a big fan of polymer handguns. Never have been, probably never will be. I think they have their place, but for me, it's just not something that's for me. So I'm really excited about this. I'm not a huge fan of modern Smith & Wesson. I kind of don't buy them because their quality control. Long story short, I've had many Smith & Wessons that have had to go back to the factory, some multiple times, for repair of factory defects. So I don't really buy modern Smith, but I'm setting that aside because a viewer asked me to give my thoughts on this gun. So I'm setting aside my personal thoughts on Smith & Wesson, so I'm doing this. But other than that, I really think it's a neat idea. A couple companies I've seen, I believe Walther also has done a metal frame recently, and I really like to see it. At the end of the day, I'm not a big fan of polymer, and I'm sure plenty of people will defend polymer, but you can't make me believe, no matter how high-tech the polymer is, that in 20 or 30 years of high heat or cold or abuse, basically a gun being in the elements, that polymer is not going to start to crack, not going to start to get brittle. I've heard different stories of some of those first generation Glocks. People have like done scans and stuff on them and found like little micro fractures and stuff in the frames. So honestly, you can't make me believe that polymer lasts forever. And one of the things I like, one of the things I pride myself when I have firearms is I like to take care of them so that they last a lifetime, and they go to the next person after me. So it's definitely one of those things where with a polymer frame handgun, I don't always think that's the case. I think you're kind of renting a gun, not really buying a gun. But, again, that's my personal beliefs. So really excited to see this aluminum series. Be curious to see how far they go with it, to see if they do, I'm assuming they're going to do the 45, the 40, and the 10 millimeter in this. That'll be nice to see. I believe they're still using the polymer inserts for the grip swell, like in the back of the gun, the back strap, which is nice. I like that. Parts like that I don't mind being polymer because it's easy enough to swap them out. If something gets broken or chipped or cracked or whatever, you just swap that out for a new one. So I don't mind that. That's nice. But the frame itself being aluminum is a really big advantage in my opinion. They talk about the trigger also. I guess Smith & Wesson has finally done some work to that trigger. When I had an M&P 45 10 years ago, if I didn't already mention it, and the trigger was just it wasn't bad. It just didn't really excite me. Striker fired triggers really have never excited me that much. Shoot a lot of revolvers, shoot a lot of 1911s, and I'm really used to, either a smooth double action or a crisp single action trigger. So the striker fired thing just never really did it for me. So it'll be interesting to see this new flat face trigger that they're claiming they've adjusted and tweaked and smoothed a little bit. Will be interesting to see how that goes. But I mean, in short, that's pretty much it. I'm excited to see if this trend continues where companies do more do more lightweight metal frames on handguns. You know, really in modern times, there's really no way we can't do that. We have, you know, different, you see Smith Wesson use scandium and titanium and stuff in some of the revolver series. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, companies do that with semi-automatics, you know, use the different materials that we have, the new lighter, stronger metal materials that'll last a lot longer than polymers, in theory, in their handguns. So, you know, again, pretty short, nothing super fancy, but put down below what you think. Is this something you're going to be interested in, or is it a pass for you? Are you excited to see gun companies go back to using metal in their frames versus polymer, or is it just something that doesn't really bother you? But put down below what you think, and have a good day.